Well, March 1st is here, and that means many Americans are one step closer to filing their taxes. As they try to beat the April 18th deadline this year, we're taking all your tax questions. And Wake Up Charlotte's Megan Bragg is getting answers for you in this morning's Verify.
Thanks to the pandemic, many people had large medical expenses last year. So some are wondering, can you deduct medical expenses on your federal taxes? Let's verify. Our source is Mark Stieber, Chief Tax Information Officer at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service and the IRS.
For most Americans, it's not something that you generally see.
Stieber tells us most people won't deduct their medical expenses because you need to have large medical bills in order to make it worthwhile. According to the IRS, you can deduct only the amount of your total medical expenses that exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. You can figure out that number by filling out this form known as a Schedule A Form 1040.
So basically, you take your income with a couple of modifications, multiply that by 7.5%, and you can take as a tax deduction the amounts over that.
The IRS says those deductible medical care expenses may include costs for diagnosis, cure, treatment, prevention of disease, and more. To qualify for the deduction, Stieber says it would have to be a large amount of money, usually for a catastrophic medical condition. However, some seniors may be eligible.
It can also apply to people like seniors who may have low income because they may be retired and have higher medical costs.
Here's the tricky part. You can only claim medical deductions if you itemize. And for most people, the standard deduction will result in a lower tax payment or a higher refund. You can calculate your return both ways and then see which gives you bigger bang for the buck. So we can verify that, yes, you can deduct medical expenses, but only if the amount of your total medical expenses exceeds 7.5% of your adjusted gross income, and only if you choose to itemize. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.